Hey guys, Frank Cox here from SmokerBuilder. Hey, on today's video, I'm gonna cook some Wagyu flank steaks using some Wagyu beef from my buddies over at Ozark Valley Beef. And we're gonna use some hooks rub. So stay right there, don't miss a thing. You're gonna see how this Super 55 drum will knock out some really simple tacos. Hey guys, we're back. I'm super excited for this. There's a Wagyu farm about 20 miles down the road from my shop, literally right down the road. And it's a really cool beef outfit. My buddy Jeremiah and Kyle, they raise these cattle. They're 3/4 and full blood Wagyu beef. And you know, we've been using their product, and I'm super happy to have a couple flank steaks here available to me. Anyway, you can just see the marble in that. It's just freaking ridiculous. So we're going to cook these things on the Super 55 drum. And if you've been following along with us in the last couple of videos, the first one of this series, I showed you like what's inside the drum, and I went some techno babble on it, telling you about the way that the draft system works. The last video I did, I was showing you how to light it, and I went into a little bit of detail about some different conditions when you're running this drum. In this video, we're just going to fire it up and cook on it. So the fire's still running, and we're running right at needles up, just like I said in the last video, 300. That's my favorite temperature. And I'm not going to do anything to these flank steaks because they're gorgeous already. All we're going to do is just season these things up. And I've got some rub here from my bro Jared. Jared Hook is one of our ambassadors. He's also got a really good rub company. He's out in Utah, Hooks Rubs and Spices. We're going to use his tacos every day on this. He was kind enough to send me some of that the other day. We're going to see how it fares on these Wagyu flank steaks. I really honestly don't think you can mess Wagyu flank steaks up, so we're going to see. Anyway, I'm going to get my drum ready to go here. It's already lit to 300 degrees, but I really want to save some of this tallow and the different stuff that's going to render off of these steaks while they're cooking. So I got a couple of half pans here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to set this up with a second grate and catch all that juice. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my lid here. And my cooking grate's down about 8 inches. That's where I like to put them. We're gonna set this pan in here like this. And I've got another drum right here that I'm gonna grab a cooking grate out of. And I'm just gonna set that right down in here on top of this other pan. We don't need a whole bunch of extra rack bolts or anything like that. And now what we're gonna do when we're cooking our flank steaks, we're gonna catch that juice right over the top of this pan. Then we're gonna use that later on whenever we're done with our steaks and we're starting to make tacos. We're gonna be able to saute those, just kind of let it run in that juice for a while with some onions and some different stuff like that. So we're just gonna let this thing sit here and rock it out for a little bit, let that grate preheat, and we're gonna get over there and start prepping our steaks. All right guys, so here we go. We're gonna get right at this. I always like to use gloves just because it's, you know, I just do. It's a barbecue thing. So let me get these things on real quick. This is so simple. I mean, anybody can do this. We're just gonna cut the bag and we're gonna rub it. It's that simple. Wham, wham, good sharp knife. Looks like we got some dump trucks are coming. Boy, this thing looks awesome. Super lean, got all that fat marble in there. Put that over there. Bam, just like that. Now this juice that's sitting on top of these steaks, that's not blood or water or anything like that. That's actually myoglobin is what I think I heard Jess Pryles call it from Hardcore Carnivore. Anyway, she talks all about that stuff. We're going to leave that on here. It's just going to be a good binder. So we're going to get our hooks open here. I don't remember if I opened this up last time or not. Of course, now I got juice all over my gloves. That's how it always goes, isn't it? Take that off. And honestly, if I was a hardcore, really awesome cook, what I would do is I would have a clean hand and a wet hand. That's what I've seen my buddy Andy Groneman do. But now I got my wet hand on the wrong hand. It's okay though. We're just gonna muddle our way through that. So this shaker's got an inside thing. I'm gonna open that up so I can get that coarse stuff out. I'm not left-handed, so we're just gonna have to switch. Yeah, buddy. Boy, this stuff smells awesome. The important thing to note here is that we're putting rub on it. Ain't nothing technical about that, boy. I like to use the big mouth side of a rub shaker, because if you don't, then these big nice crystals of kosher salt don't come out the little hole. Pat it down there a little bit. There we go. You know what? That was very difficult. It's all done. It's easy. We're going to throw them on the drum. All right, guys. So this next step is real simple. We're going to put the meat on the drum. This is how hard it is, right? I'm going to show you something here real quick. So we've got our grate preheating here. I'm going to put just a little bit of water in that pan, and it's not to try to get moisture, up inside the meat. Basically, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to prevent, when the juices are rendered and getting down in this pan, I'm just going to prevent those things from just turning into caramelized juice in there, because I want to save that. Anyway, we're going to put one steak on that side, put the other steak on the other side. Now what we should be able to do is get this thing back up to around 300 degrees. And what's going to happen is it's going to sit here and cook these steaks. All that juice is going to render down into that pan. The water is going to keep it from just drying up and becoming just caramelized juice on the bottom of the pan. We're going to save that, and we're going to use that when we finish our tacos up. We'll be back here in a little while. All right, guys, while we're waiting on Mother Nature to take over and do her thing here, I'm going to show you something that came in the mail today. But first, I want to show you this cooking grate. So this is our Super 55 drum smoker cooking grate. Like I said, I just got back from the Royal. I haven't really had time to clean everything up yet. And I was not going to use this grate, but here I go. I got this thing in the mail today I want to show you. When I was at the Royal, I met a guy up there named Sylvester. He's from Canada A. And what he does is he's got this thing called Boyer brush. I'm going to get that box out because it just came in the mail. But look at this cooking grate, how greased up, and there's still crusties on there and stuff. I'm just going to see what that brush will do to this thing. So here we go. This is our box. Boyer is the name of the company. Story is that Sil told me, his name's Sylvester, but he goes by Sil. The story that Sil told me is that they've been working on this product for a good 6 years. And what they're trying to do is make the ultimate lifetime grill brush. That's what they're trying to do. And here you go. See if there's anything else in here. Bam. Ooh, check it out. It looks like a belt loop of some kind to hook your thingy thing on. You can hook it on there, I guess, or you stick it through the hole. That's what it is, and it holds it on there. So it's a quick draw holster thing. We'll try that out here in a little bit too, maybe. Anyway, Boyer brush. Thinking about maybe bringing these on or giving them away or something like that. Heck, I don't know. But it says vertical bristles scrub, horizontal bristles scrub. And what's really cool about this is that if you're familiar with like competition barbecue and stuff, something you really got to be conscious of is like the bristles on a brush coming off and getting in your meat, you know, well, anywhere, not just competition, but you know, anywhere you're cooking, you really got to pay attention to that. So a wire brush can be a little bit risky when you're cleaning a grate like this, or even expanded metal grates. This brush is not for expanded metal, but if you cook on like drum smokers, if you use a grate similar to our Super 55 grate, these bristles are specifically designed to hook around and move around in there, and they're offset from each other. They're not all in a line. So what they do is they hook into the grate, and when you scrape, it's literally cleaning two directions wrapped around the bar. So let's get that camera up here and let you see me clean this thing, and you tell me what you think. So here we go. This is our grate. I'm gonna make a mess on my table, I don't care. Here we go. So when you get it in there, oh yeah, when you get it down in there like that, it really grabs. So on the bars like this, it hooks around, like this stuff's really on there. A regular wire brush I don't think would really pull that off. I don't know, guys, what do you think? It's doing it faster than I could do it with a scraper. those bristles are on a spring. So as they clean, they're bending. You don't have to worry about them breaking off. We just did the one side is all we did so far. Turn this thing over. Look at all that stuff coming off there. I don't know, guys. I think it's pretty cool. Keep getting my finger stuck in there though. I don't know, man. Just for what I did there, I didn't wipe it off or nothing, but I scraped it. Look at it. That's pretty good. Let me know what you think. Boyer brush. There's a QR code. Let's get it up here. Bam. If you screenshot that and click on that little code right there, it'll take you to Boyer brush. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to run it through its paces. Now we can test out this little belt loop holder thing. Looks pretty cool. Now imagine you put this on your belt, just goes through like that. Check it out. There it is. So anyway, dishwasher safe the whole bit. You can just stick this thing in the dish machine. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe I'll add them to the store. All right, guys, now we're just gonna let Mother Nature take over. Cooking our steaks away, man. They're really smelling good right now. I'll be back here in a little bit and we'll start cutting these things up. Eating some tacos in front of you. Stay tuned. Got to flip it. Starting to get some juice in the pan. Doing it. There we go. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you how I would sear these things off. First thing I gotta do is get this grate out of here. I'm gonna use my freedom gloves here because I can pick all this up. I'm gonna set this over on the. What we got to do, we can't just do this with the lid open because this thing turns into a rocket stove. So we're gonna take our juice out that's been sitting in here, going for it. We're gonna save that for the tacos. Pull this grate out. Pull the baffle plate out. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to set this charcoal basket up on top of the heat shield using that baffle plate as a shelf. Now we just set our cooking grate right down on top of that. Bam. Now we're going to sear these off real quick. If you leave this lid open with the charcoal basket sitting way down inside there, like I say, it turns into a rocket stove and you're guaranteed that you're going to burn your paint. It won't take long, just a few seconds here. We're going to do it on one side, then we're going to flip them over. Then we're going to put this all back together the way it belongs. You can already see those flames are really starting to take off there. Look at that sizzle on there. Just close the lid just to keep those flames from going sky high on you. All right, let's check on things. Boy, they look good. Boy, check this out. You can hear them sizzling there. I think we're ready to cut these up. Put a pan up? Oh, are you trying to give me some light?
Yeah.
Here, we're just gonna let these things sit in here and rest a minute in that juice. Got another pan there.
Yes, sir.
There we go. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so here's kind of the rules of making tacos like this. Of course, we got the beef on there. We covered it up. It's resting. We're going to do some cilantro. It's just real simple. Just going to kind of smack it around a little bit. I don't know what that does. Aaron says I have to smack it. He's right there. Ask him what it does.
It releases the oils.
You gotta get up closer. You gotta get up closer. He's from Arizona, so he knows more about this stuff than I do. I'm just some old ridge runner up here. What does it do?
It releases the oil and gives it a little more flavor, a little more aromatics.
Yeah. Then we're just gonna chop. There, you can see the moisture comes up to the top as you do that. Smack it around a little bit. Looks mighty yummy. There we go. Put that in the pan. Got to cut us up one of them onions that burns your eyes. Is this one of those really hot onions?
Oh.
Huh?
If you
What?
if you
You don't like the way I'm cutting the onion up.
if you cut this first, you're gonna cry.
Oh, I don't cry because I got contacts.
Oh, all right.
See, contacts. So just because he said that, I'm gonna cut it on this side, just because I'm that guy. So we're gonna feed the possums. You know how a stale cracker throws the thing? Get that out of here. Know what he does? Actually, we're not feeding possums here. We're feeding the groundhogs because he's over there. He's under that building over there. I don't know if groundhogs will like onions or not, though. Do they?
I don't know. They could be. They could.
They got to eat too. Okay. I'm going to do this way. You want minced onions, Aaron?
Yes, sir.
We don't need too much. That enough onion?
Yeah.
I think that's enough onion. There we go. You can always tell a pit builder that's cooking because he don't have knife skills like those fancy chef guys. When you get somebody like Andy Groneman up in here, somebody like that, they do so much better than we do. The only thing that really matters though is it's gonna taste good. Just cause. Okay, so now we got some onion. Them small enough for you, buddy?
Yep.
So Aaron, which onion you like better, white onion or a yellow onion?
Well, I like the white onion for this. The yellow is
Really?
gonna be a little sweeter.
They had something called candy sweet onions at House Chopper the other day.
Was Bill Gates' face on it?
I don't know. They said candy sweet, so we got one for the chili we made. Lisa and I did. It's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Good. Didn't taste like candy, but it was, to them it was sweet. So another way you can do your onions, if you don't want to chop them up, you can get these kind in a jar like this. I don't know if I really am a fan of this one. It's got habaneros in the bottom. It's real spicy. Then we got these other ones here I'm using as a vegetable weight. This here red onion, sweet red onion deal. These are pretty good. We put them on the burgers once, I think. Okay, so now what we got to do is we're going to get this meat out of here. I've been keeping it warm in the drum. We're going to pull this cooking grate out, and then we're going to literally warm up Aaron's tortillas, the corn ones, right on the baffle plate. Because we're crazy. Let's get that camera around here if you want. So remember, I said you can leave this lid open the entire time you're cooking. As long as you got that baffle plate on there, it won't spike as bad.
You gotta throw them in there.
You want me to just throw them like Frisbees?
Yeah.
Wham, there's one. Two. Think it'll work? Three. How many you want, Joe?
I'll take two.
How many you want, Aaron?
I need 3.
A 3. Need a 3. There we go. Kind of rearrange those. Just, boy, they're getting toasty already.
How are you gonna flip them?
Just gonna grab them. I'm hardcore, man. 3. And then, yep. I'm gonna do probably 2 corn tortillas, I think, and a flour one. Yeah, so see how we're not spiking in temperature here or nothing. It's just the baffle plate is doing its job. It's holding everything together. They look good. It's a good way to do that. If you're scared, you can close the lid, I guess, but I'm not scared. I just threw one to Aaron like a Frisbee. I have to replace it real quick. quick. We gotta leave that one on there for just a minute. Oh yeah, them are good. All right, all right. Normally this would be like a flaming ball of fire, but you can look down through the cracks and you can see like it's just coals, just red coals. It's not flamed up like it would normally be. All right, guys, here we go. Steaks have been resting here for just a minute. We smoked them on the drum at 300 and got them up, I don't know, somewhere around medium. We didn't throw a thermometer in them. Look how juicy and pretty that looks. We're just gonna go ahead and cut this up. We're gonna go across the grain. Test it here, see if it's going across the grain. You bet it is. Here, Aaron. Aaron's the taster. See if it's ain't good. That's off in the corner.
Damn, it's looking pretty good.
Oh yeah. When we hit it on the sear there for just a minute, that hooks has got some good flavor to it. And then we, like I say, we use the skirt steak, or flank steak, I'm sorry. Flank steak from our buddies over there at Ozark Valley Wagyu. Is it okay, Aaron?
That looks beautiful from here. Get that fly in there too.
Yeah, the fly actually adds a little extra pizzazz to things. Gosh, there's so much moisture running everywhere on this cutting board. Okay, here we go. Let's see what the middle looks like. That looks pretty good to me. Is there pink in it? Is it medium or is it, what is it? I can't tell, I'm colorblind.
I think it just passed medium there.
Just passed. That's good though, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
that looks great.
You want whole slices or you want me to cut them in half?
I don't mind the holes. They look
Let's
good
do
today.
holes. Let's put them in there. Back in the juice we go. Just cut that one up for now, huh?
I
There we
guess.
go. That's what we doing. Okay, Aaron, make a taco.
Alrighty.
Okay, take it away, Aaron. Show us how.
All right. No gloves. First thing you want to do.
That's okay.
Any gloves on there?
It's just barbecue.
That's right.
Some beef there. He's been waiting all day for this.
Why? Am I moving
You've
too
been,
smooth?
No, you've been in there working and carrying on, and I've been out here fooling around. Look at this.
All right.
That's the ticket, huh?
Nothing to it. That's it.
That's it. That's
Be
a
done.
taco. You want some cheese?
No.
No.
I'm from Arizona.
He says cheese is a spice in the Midwest.
It is.
Okay, here, get yours. I'm gonna make me one.
Okay.
There you go.
Adios, muchacho.
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna use one tortilla. I'm gonna get 2 slices right there. I'm gonna dunk mine around in the juice. That's why we made all that juice there. I don't mind getting it all over me. Look at that. You could do some chimney if you're into that sort of thing. My buddy Al Fragoni does the chimichurri rubs you can get all over the place. Put a couple of onion, little cilantro, and because I'm from the Midwest, I'm gonna put some cheese on it. Even though he says that cheese is a spice in the Midwest. Then you got some sriracha. Did you put sriracha?
Yes, I did.
Here we go. We didn't have hot sauce today. We forgot it, so we're using the sriracha. Bam, that's all it takes. Okay, cheers everybody. Son. So there you go. We used Ozark Valley Beef Company skirt steaks. I'm sorry, flank steaks. They are different. And then we used some rub from my boy Jared Hook. Tacos every day. Today is actually Friday. Man, on the Super 55, it's got that good char. You can use that drum for whatever you want. You've seen how we did it. We moved that charcoal basket up on top of the baffle plate. We didn't burn our paint or nothing. We didn't get hurt. We just used our freedom gloves to move things around. Didn't hurt a thing. So anyway, if you haven't already, click the link in the description. Head on over there to smokerplans.net. figure some more stuff out about this Super 55. I know if you want to set it and forget it cooker and you don't want to depend on electricity and pellets and all the controls and all that junk, this thing has been running basically all day, all by itself. I haven't done anything to the fire other than move my charcoal basket up on top for searing. And you've seen we did a whole taco meal just right here on this drum. We could have went fancier. We could have done a whole bunch of extra chefery stuff, but you know, it's just barbecue. We're here to weld and shop, and it was good. So anyway, till next time, keep your smoke thin and blue like that, and we'll see you on the flip side.